So I was on MySpace, and I know that there's going to be a bunch of little trendy kids who are like, no one uses MySpace anymore, you're not hip and trendy and cool and with it, and I don't relate to you, and blah, 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 blah. Okay. Well, here's my preemptive rebuttal to that. Shut the fuck up! No one cares how cool you are! Okay, now that we've established that, there was a little advertisement on MySpace, and it was from E! You know. They had a little thing about Justin Bieber, and it was called Everybody Loves Justin Bieber. And not to compromise the journalistic integrity of E! But I don't love Justin Bieber. I hate Justin Bieber. I H-A-T-E, Justin Bieber. And if you take the E off the end, then hate becomes hat. And if you put the E back in between the H and the A, it spells heat. And heat can be a verb, such as, I'm going to heat some soup. And soup and Justin Bieber have one thing in common. They both suck. Except for soup. Soup is pretty good. This digression has been truly pointless, and I apologize for it. And it's actually my fault that E! Entertainment News doesn't know that not everybody loves Justin Bieber. They actually did send me a survey in the mail, and it said, do you love JB? And I thought it said, do you love BJs? Because you see, I'm a little dyslexic, and I checked yes, and it wasn't until later that I caught the error, but by then they had already gone to the presses, and mistakes were made. I'm sorry, America. I am the one man who just doesn't care for this goofy little doofus. Sorry! I remember the first time I heard about Justin Bieber. One of my friends showed me a picture and said, hey, what do you think of Justin Bieber? I'm like, whoa, she's hot. He's like, it's a boy. And I was like, oh, well, she's still hot. And that's how I became a registered sex offender. Justin Bieber is just the latest giant leap forward in the pussification of the American male. If he went to my school looking like this, we wouldn't have called him JB, we'd have called him PB for punching bag. What really bothers me about the kid is that most of his audience is preteen girls, the most irrelevant group of people on the planet. And I'm not saying that they're irrelevant because their opinions don't matter, because really no one's opinions matter. I'm saying that they're irrelevant because they won't even care about Justin Bieber in 2 years. He'll be lucky if he can get a gig at a Sweet 16 birthday party in the backyard of someone's house for $200, okay? Why do we allow people like this to infiltrate mainstream culture? I understand when stupid magazines like Teen Beat or whatever the hell you idiots are reading these days put his picture on the cover, but why is he on legitimate news sources? Why are people who actually should have some semblance of journalistic integrity talking about him as though he's important? He's not. We've seen this shit before. The Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, Aaron Carter, Leif Garrett, 98 Degrees, the New Kids on the Block. The only person who's ever pulled a real career out of the hat of teen heartthrob is Justin Timberlake. And I still don't understand how that happened. Justin Bieber's popularity is not going to survive his fan base's first menstrual cycle. The only question that's in my mind about Justin Bieber's future is in 20 years from now, when I'm sitting on my couch watching a VH1 Behind the Music about Justin Bieber, what drug will it turn out he's addicted to? I vote heroin. And as much as I'm not interested in Justin Bieber the person, I am kind of curious about Justin Bieber as a cultural phenomenon. And as much as I'm not interested in Justin Bieber the person, I am kind of curious about Justin Bieber as a cultural phenomenon. What demand does he supply? What need does he cater to? What desire does he fulfill? So I went to some Justin Bieber message boards to try to get into his fans' heads. They're so empty. Friedrich Nietzsche once said that if you stare long enough into the abyss will stare back into you. And that's exactly what happened on this message board, because you see, I went there to find out what makes Justin Bieber fans tick, only to find out that they're obsessed with finding out what makes Justin Bieber haters tick. Let's see some of their theories. OMG, everyone at my school hates Justin Bieber. I stand up for him and kick those people. Nobody will make fun of Justin Bieber. I love you, JB. Less than symbol 3. It makes a little heart. Isn't that precious? And you know, I really admire this girl's renegade spelling of the word those. Thoews. Those. How wonderfully creative. I know people who are jealous because he gets all the girls, LOL. That's probably why they hate him. So it appears that the current reigning theory among Justin Bieber fans is that haters like me hate him because he's just so darn sexy, and he's just so darn talented, and he's just so darn awesome. You want to know why I hate Justin Bieber and you love him? Well, it's for the same damn reasons. First of all, he's a symbol of conformity. He's a parent-approved, inoffensive media darling. You just want to pinch his little cheeks and say, "Aw, how cute." Fuck that shit. Kids are not supposed to be listening to that sort of crap. They're supposed to be listening to stuff that's dangerous, that their parents do not approve of. His music is marginal, his lyrics are vapid, and his aesthetic is tedious. He is insufferably bland in every possible way. He's not intellectual, he's not challenging, he's not even emotional or moving. He sings about a concept of love that has nothing to do with real love. It has nothing to do with that emotion and all of its complexity and all of the other feelings that it can stir within the human soul. He sings about a love that is nothing more than shallow infatuation, which is exactly what his fans feel towards him. Shallow infatuation, nothing more. It is entirely superficial. And now, a lyrical journey into the heart of Justin Bieber from his classic work, One Less Lonely Girl. There's going to be one less lonely girl. One less lonely girl. There's going to be one less lonely girl. One less lonely girl. How many I told yous and start overs and shoulders have you cried on before? How many promises? Be honest, girl. How many tears you let hit the floor? How many bags you packed just to take 'em back? Tell me that. How many either-ors, but no more? If you let me inside your world, there'll be one less lonely girl. Touches me right here. No, actually more down here in the stomach region. Move aside, William Shakespeare. You got some fucking competition, dog. So let me make it clear, Bieber fans. Let me cure your Bieber fever. I don't hate Justin Bieber because he gets the girls. Because the girls he gets are imbeciles that I'm not interested in the first place. And I don't hate Justin Bieber because he's just so talented. If I went around hating talented people, I'd hate Jim Morrison. I'd hate John Lennon. I wouldn't even bother to acknowledge Justin Bieber. The people that I hate are the talentless people that still manage to make it to the top anyway. The people who get fame and acclaim that they do not deserve because they are not challenging their audience, they are not stimulating their audience. I hate Justin Bieber because he's fucking boring. And that's the reason that you love him, because he's just this blank sheet of paper that you can draw whatever you want to on. Whatever depth or meaning or feeling that you perceive in him, it's really just something that's a part of you that you're projecting onto him because you need it to be there. He's so dull and bland and inoffensive that he doesn't have to challenge you in any way. You can just see whatever you want. You can see whatever you want in him because they've made sure that he is meticulously clean, that there's nothing that stands out about him, there's nothing that's special about him in any way, shape, or form. They made sure of that. I hate him because he's a big, empty void where talent could have and should have been. But there's nothing there. It's just air and your perception, which is faulty. I'm the Amazing Atheist. Peace the fuck